Daily Horoscope for Leo, May 28, 2025. Magnificent Leo, the royal lion of the zodiac, your journey through May 28, 2025, unfolds under fascinating cosmic conditions. As a sign ruled by the radiant sun itself, you embody the qualities of warmth, generosity, creativity, and natural leadership that draw others into your orbit. Your fixed fire nature grants you determination and passion that, when channeled properly, can move mountains and inspire multitudes. Today's celestial configuration offers a unique blend of energies that will interact with your leonine nature in notable ways. Let's examine the specific celestial mechanics at play on this day. The Sun, your cosmic ruler, resides at 7 degrees Gemini, creating a communicative and intellectually curious backdrop for your naturally expressive energy. This Sun forms a supportive sextile with Mars at 9 degrees Aries, activating your sector of expansion, higher learning, and philosophical pursuits. Meanwhile, the Moon journeys through the mid-degrees of Libra, creating a somewhat challenging square aspect to your Leo energy, bringing relationship dynamics and the need for balance into focus. Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, is also in quick-witted Gemini, amplifying the mental stimulation of the day, but in your sector of community and long-term aspirations, rather than your personal creative realm. Venus graces the emotional waters of Cáncer, softening your approach in both personal and financial matters. Jupiter continues its expansive journey through meticulous Virgo, bringing growth opportunities to your financial sector, while Saturn in Pisces forms a testing square to your sign, demanding structure in areas related to shared resources and intimate connections. Uranus in Gemini may bring unexpected communications or surprising developments in your social circle, while Neptune in Aries inspires your visionary capabilities and spiritual quests. Pluto, retrograde in Aquarius, continues a deep transformational process related to your closest partnerships and contracts. As the day begins, the Libra moon's influence is particularly pronounced, Leo. You may wake feeling slightly out of your comfort zone, as this air sign energy asks you to consider balance and harmony rather than centering your own needs and desires. The morning hours call for diplomatic communication, especially with family members or regarding household matters. You might feel a pull between your desire to direct situations and the need to accommodate others' perspectives. The Sun-Mars sextile becomes more influential as the morning progresses, gradually building your confidence and intellectual curiosity. Use this time for planning and organizing rather than demanding immediate action. Your mental energy will be sharp, but rushing could lead to overlooking important details. A morning routine that incorporates both physical movement and mental stimulation would serve you well, perhaps a walk while listening to an informative podcast, or exercise followed by strategic planning. By midday, the intellectual and social aspects of today's celestial configuration come to the forefront. This is your power window for presentations, important conversations, networking, and collaborative projects. The Gemini influence on both the Sun and Mercury enhances your ability to express ideas with clarity and enthusiasm, while the Mars sextile provides the assertiveness needed to move initiatives forward. However, be mindful of the Saturn square, which may manifest as obstacles or delays, particularly regarding financial matters or resources controlled by others. Patience will be your ally. The afternoon also brings a subtle Venus influence that softens your approach. You'll find that leading with empathy rather than authority yields better results today. Watch for a midday tendency toward restlessness. Your fixed fire nature wants decisive action and clear direction, but today's predominantly mutable and cardinal energies favor flexibility and responsiveness over rigid planning. As day transitions to evening, the Libra moon becomes even more significant, highlighting relationships of all kinds. This evening favors social gatherings, romantic dinners, or any activities that involve harmonious interactions with others. Your natural charisma is enhanced, but there's a cosmic request to use it for creating connection rather than commanding attention. Financial insights may come during the evening hours, courtesy of Jupiter's beneficial aspect to your resource sector. Pay attention to casual conversations. They might contain valuable information related to investments, career opportunities, or ways to increase your income. However, with Saturn's influence, favor conservative approaches over speculative ventures. The evening concludes with a subtle emotional shift as the moon prepares to move towards Scorpio, potentially bringing a more introspective quality to your typically outgoing nature. Use this transition for meaningful conversations that go beneath surface charm and touch on matters of true significance. In matters of the heart, May 28, 2025, presents a fascinating dynamic for you, Leo. Venus in sensitive Cáncer creates a somewhat hidden but powerful influence in your sector of the subconscious and private matters. This suggests that your emotions run deeper than you might show outwardly today. For those in committed relationships, this planetary position encourages emotional vulnerability rather than dramatic gestures. Your partner will respond more favorably to sincere expressions of feeling than to grand but superficial displays of affection. The Libra moon's square to your sign creates a tension between your desire for admiration and the cosmic push toward genuine equality in relationships. This isn't always comfortable for Leo energy, which naturally seeks to be at the center, but it presents a valuable growth opportunity. Learning to truly see and value your partner as an equal strengthens rather than diminishes your relationship. For single Leos, today's energies favor meeting potential partners through intellectual or community-oriented activities rather than purely social or romantic venues. The Sun-Mercury conjunction in your house of friendships and aspirations suggests that someone who starts as a friend or colleague could become something more. Look for individuals who stimulate your mind and share your visionary outlook. The chemistry that develops will be more sustainable than connections based solely on physical attraction or shared entertainment preferences. An evening conversation could reveal surprising depths in someone you've known casually, potentially shifting the relationship in an unexpected direction. Be open to seeing people in a new light today. Professionally, May 28 brings a dynamic blend of opportunity and caution. The Sun-Mars sextile energizes your sectors of community connection and expansive thinking, making this an excellent day for collaborative projects, especially those that involve education, publishing, marketing, or cross-cultural initiatives. Your ability to inspire others is heightened, making it a strong day for leadership, provided you balance assertion with receptivity. Jupiter's ongoing journey through your second house of income and resources continues to bring expansive opportunities, particularly in areas requiring attention to detail and service. This placement favors financial growth through methodical effort rather than speculative ventures. A work project that allows you to combine creative vision with practical implementation could lead to significant recognition down the line. The Saturn square from your 8th house suggests caution regarding investments, especially those involving other people's money or shared resources. Before signing contracts or making commitments that involve financial entanglements, ensure all details are thoroughly reviewed. This isn't necessarily negative. Saturn brings valuable structure and longevity to properly vetted arrangements, but rushing would be unwise. Watch for surprising communications related to your professional reputation or standing in your industry, courtesy of Uranus. An unexpected message from a colleague or industry contact could open doors you hadn't previously considered. Stay receptive to unconventional opportunities, but investigate thoroughly before committing. Your physical vitality receives a boost from the Sun-Mars sextile today, Leo, giving you above-average energy and stamina. This is an excellent day for physical activity that combines strategic thinking with bodily movement. Tennis, dance, martial arts, or team sports would channel this energy constructively. However, the square from the Libra moon suggests potential tension in the lower back, kidneys, or adrenal system if balance is neglected. Nutritionally, focus on anti-inflammatory foods today, as the challenging aspects could manifest physically as minor inflammations or stress responses. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and magnesium would be particularly supportive. Mental health deserves special attention under today's mercury-heavy influences. Your mind is especially active, which can be productive but also potentially exhausting if not managed properly. Build in short meditation breaks or mindfulness practices throughout the day to prevent mental burnout. The evening hours are ideal for gentle wind-down activities rather than continued stimulation. Pay attention to your sleep quality the night before, and after this date, the transitional lunar energy often affects sleep patterns for fire signs like yourself. Creating a calming bedtime routine will help manage this effectively. May 28, 2025 offers profound growth potential in what might be considered your cosmic blind spots, Leo. While you naturally excel at leadership, self-expression, and creative manifestation, today's celestial configuration highlights areas where development would serve your highest evolution. The Saturn square challenges you to mature in how you handle shared resources, vulnerability, and interdependence. There's a lesson here about the strength found in acknowledging your need for others, not just in having others need you. This may manifest through situations where you must collaborate rather than dictate, or where success depends on mutual support rather than individual brilliance. The Libra moon encourages development in the art of true listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but actually integrating others' perspectives into your worldview. This placement suggests potential growth through relationships that challenge your assumptions and expand your capacity for compromise without feeling diminished. Neptune's position stimulates your spiritual development, particularly through experiences that transcend the material realm or everyday consciousness. Pay attention to intuitive insights, meaningful coincidences, or dreams today. They contain guidance about your path forward. Here's some practical advice for navigating May 28. Start your day with a brief grounding practice to center yourself amid the dynamic energies. In conversations, practice the art of curious questioning rather than declarative statements. When feeling resistance from others, pause before responding. The Libra moon rewards diplomatic approaches. Schedule your most important presentations or meetings during the midday hours when your communicative powers are at their peak. Be selective about social engagements in the evening. Quality interactions will serve you better than being everywhere. Before making financial decisions, consult with a trusted advisor or sleep on major choices. Express appreciation, specifically rather than generally notice, and acknowledge the details of others' contributions. If creative blocks arise, change your environment briefly to stimulate fresh perspectives. Document any unusual ideas or inspirations. Jupiter's influence makes this a potentially fertile day for concepts that could develop significantly over time. End your day with reflection rather than activity, allowing the day's experiences and lessons to integrate fully. Beyond the practical aspects of your day, May 28 carries spiritual significance for you, Leo. The sun in Gemini illuminates your house of hopes, dreams, and humanitarian concerns, connecting your individual creative expression to larger collective purposes. There's a cosmic invitation to consider how your unique gifts might serve something greater than personal recognition or achievement. Neptune's position activates your house of transformation and rebirth, suggesting that releasing outdated parts of your identity creates space for spiritual expansion. What aspects of your self-image are based more on habit or others' expectations than your authentic evolution? Today offers subtle but meaningful opportunities to release these limitations. The day carries a numerological vibration of 5, emphasizing themes of freedom, change, and sensory experience. This reinforces the day's overall message about flexibility and adaptability as strengths rather than compromises. As May 28, 2025, unfolds for you, magnificent Leo, the cosmos offers a day of dynamic balance between your natural leadership instincts and the wisdom of collaborative harmony. Your intellectual and communicative abilities are highlighted, while emotional intelligence becomes your secret weapon for truly effective interactions. The day favors those who can hold seemingly contradictory approaches simultaneously: confidence with humility, assertion with receptivity, personal vision with collective contribution. Rather than diminishing your leonine radiance, this integration actually enhances it, creating a more sustainable and multidimensional form of personal power. By day's end, success will be measured not just by what you've accomplished individually, but by the quality of connections you've fostered and the foundations you've strengthened through balanced engagement with others. Your royal nature isn't compromised by this approach; rather, it evolves from absolute monarchy toward enlightened leadership, where true power comes from empowering others while maintaining your authentic core. Navigate this day with conscious awareness, brave-hearted Leo, and you'll discover new dimensions of influence and satisfaction that complement and enhance your natural gifts. The cosmic lion roars most impressively not from isolated pride, but from the center of a community that reflects and amplifies its magnificent light. For Leo, on May 28, 2025, the celestial stage is set with a fascinating array of planetary positions that will significantly influence your energy and experiences. The Sun will be traveling through the intellectual air sign of Gemini at approximately 7 degrees, creating a dynamic square aspect to your Leo energy. This planetary tension asks you to balance your natural desire for recognition with a more detached, communicative approach. While your ruling planet may be in a sign that feels somewhat foreign to your fiery nature, it offers valuable opportunities for mental expansion and versatility in self-expression. Mercury, positioned closely to the Sun in Gemini, amplifies this intellectual energy, making this an exceptional day for presentations, important conversations, and any situation where your ideas need clear articulation. Your thoughts will flow with remarkable clarity, though you may need to practice patience as not everyone will keep up with your mental pace. Venus, positioned in carrying Cáncer on this day, creates a gentle sextile to your sign, suggesting unexpected emotional connections or artistic inspiration coming through dreams, quiet moments, or family interactions. This Venus placement activates your 12th house of spirituality and unconscious patterns, potentially bringing healing to long-standing relationship issues or revealing hidden admirers. Mars in Aries forms a powerful trine with your Leo energy, igniting your passion and creative drive to extraordinary levels. This favorable fire sign connection provides the perfect fuel for launching projects, pursuing romantic interests, or engaging in competitive activities where your natural leadership can shine. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, will be in Gemini, amplifying the already significant Gemini energy affecting you. This position activates your 11th house of networks, friendships, and long-term hopes, suggesting that beneficial connections with groups and organizations could manifest unexpectedly. Watch for synchronistic meetings with people who share your vision or can help advance your most cherished goals. Saturn, now in Pisces, forms a quincunx aspect to your Leo energy, creating a subtle tension between your desire for self-expression and obligations related to shared resources or intimate partnerships. This may manifest as negotiations around trust, vulnerability, or financial entanglements that require adjustment of your usual approach. Uranus continues its journey through Taurus, creating a square to your Leo planets that has been influencing you for some time. Today, this revolutionary energy particularly affects your career and public reputation, potentially bringing surprising opportunities or sudden changes in professional direction. Remain flexible and ready to capitalize on unexpected developments in your career path. Neptune in Pisces forms a flowing trine to your Leo energy from your 8th house of transformation and shared resources, enhancing your intuitive abilities and spiritual connection. Pay particular attention to dreams, hunches, and subtle impressions today, as they may contain valuable guidance about investments, intimate relationships, or psychological healing. Pluto, now in the early degrees of Aquarius, creates a direct opposition to your Leo energy, intensifying experiences related to partnerships and close relationships. This powerful aspect may bring encounters that feel fated or transformational, potentially revealing deeper psychological patterns in how you relate to others. A significant person may challenge your self-concept in ways that ultimately lead to greater authenticity. The North Node in Pisces suggests that your evolutionary path currently involves developing greater spiritual awareness and emotional intelligence, sometimes at the expense of the analytical precision you might prefer. Today's planetary alignments support this growth direction, particularly through experiences that dissolve boundaries between you and others. The moon in Aquarius on this day creates an interesting opposition to your Leo energy, highlighting relationship dynamics and the balance between your needs and others' needs. You may feel emotionally drawn to situations that require cooperation and compromise, even as your Leo pride might initially resist. This lunar position illuminates your seventh house of partnerships, bringing important insights about your relationship patterns and needs. A particularly notable aspect today is the conjunction between Mercury and Jupiter in Gemini, which activates your house of social connections and future aspirations. This powerful alignment supercharges your communication abilities and expands your vision of what's possible through collaboration. Pay special attention to conversations with friends or colleagues, as they may contain the seeds of important future developments. Chiron in Aries forms a harmonious trine to your Leo planets, offering healing opportunities related to self-expression, creativity, and authentic leadership. Past wounds around recognition or being seen for your true gifts may surface for resolution, allowing you to step more fully into your creative power without the burden of old insecurities. As May 28, 2025 dawns for Leo, Mercury's position in Gemini creates a particularly dynamic energy field for your communication style. This planetary alignment activates your 11th house of social connections, allowing your ideas to flow with remarkable clarity and charisma. Today, your words carry a magnetic quality that naturally draws others into your orbit. The Mercury-Jupiter trine forming in the morning hours amplifies your ability to express grand concepts with accessible charm, a rare combination that serves you exceptionally well in both personal and professional spheres. Your natural Leo confidence receives an extra boost, making this an opportune day for presentations, important discussions, or simply expressing thoughts you've been hesitant to share. The moon in harmonious Libra forms a favorable trine to your sun's sign, further enhancing your diplomatic abilities without diminishing your characteristic Leo passion. This balance between assertiveness and tact creates a golden opportunity for resolving any lingering misunderstandings that have been clouding important relationships. Notice how people seem more receptive to your ideas today. This is no coincidence, but rather a direct reflection of this powerful celestial configuration supporting your expression. Venus in Taurus adds a grounded, sensual quality to your communication style, particularly beneficial when discussing matters of value, whether emotional or material. This influence helps you communicate with both substance and style, a combination that proves particularly effective in professional settings. Mars in Cáncer does create one challenging aspect, suggesting some emotional undertones may color your words if you're not mindful. Watch for moments when you might react from a place of defensiveness rather than your natural Leo confidence. The afternoon aspects show Uranus forming a stimulating sextile to your communication sector, potentially bringing surprising conversations or innovative ideas that hadn't previously occurred to you. This is an excellent time for brainstorming sessions or creative collaborations. Social media and digital communications receive favorable aspects today, making it an excellent time to share content, reach out to your network, or express ideas on digital platforms. Your words will likely resonate more widely than usual, potentially reaching individuals who can further your personal or professional aspirations. For Leos involved in creative pursuits, Today offers a remarkable window for articulating your artistic vision. Writers, speakers, performers, and artists all benefit from an enhanced ability to translate internal visions into external expressions that genuinely move others. Consider recording your ideas today, as they may prove valuable resources in the coming months. Tonight, as the moon forms a challenging square to Pluto, be mindful of power dynamics in conversations. Your natural Leo authority, combined with today's enhanced communicative powers, could come across more intensely than you intend. Balance assertion with genuine listening to maintain the harmonic energy that's available to you. For best results, schedule your most important conversations between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., when Mercury receives the strongest beneficial aspects. Communication flows most easily during this window, with decreased likelihood of misinterpretations or technical difficulties. The number 7 appears significant in your communication sphere today, perhaps connecting with 7 key individuals or expressing 7 important points will bring unexpected positive outcomes. Your color for optimal expression today is rich amber, enhancing both your natural Leo radiance and your communicative clarity. Remember that Mercury retrograde is approaching next month, making today's clear communication channels particularly valuable. Use this day to express what needs to be said, sign important documents, or clarify agreements that might otherwise become complicated in the weeks ahead. May 28, 2025 presents Leo with a particularly dynamic financial landscape, as the Sun in Gemini forms a stimulating sextile to Jupiter in your career sector. This celestial arrangement opens doors for unexpected income opportunities, especially through networking and communication channels you've previously established. Your financial intuition is heightened today, allowing you to spot valuable opportunities that others might overlook. With Mercury and Venus aligned favorably in your 11th house, collaborative financial ventures show particular promise. A colleague or friend may approach you with an investment proposition that deserves serious consideration. The numbers may initially seem modest, but the long-term growth potential is substantial. This is not a day for immediate, dramatic financial gains, but rather for planting seeds that will yield impressive returns in approximately 3 months' time. Your natural Leo confidence serves you well in negotiations. Today, you're able to command what you're worth without appearing arrogant. However, be mindful of a challenging square between Mars and Saturn affecting your 2nd and 5th houses. This aspect warns against mixing pleasure with business or making financial decisions based purely on passion or creative excitement. Any investment in entertainment, creative projects, or speculative ventures requires extra scrutiny and a solid backup plan. Your financial ruler is forming a beneficial aspect to Pluto, suggesting that transformation in your income stream is possible through leveraging existing resources in new ways. Consider how your assets, talents, and resources might be reconfigured or repurposed for greater returns. The lunar position today highlights your 9th house, indicating that financial opportunities may come through international connections, higher education, or legal matters that have been in progress. If you've been waiting on a settlement or decision that affects your finances, positive movement is likely today. Your financial acumen is particularly sharp around midday schedule, important money conversations, or decisions between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. for best results. A surprising financial insight may come through an unexpected source, perhaps someone from your past or a casual acquaintance. Don't dismiss financial advice from unlikely sources. The energy of the day supports methodical financial planning rather than impulsive decisions. Taking time to review your budget, investment portfolio, or retirement strategy will yield valuable insights. Look particularly at recurring expenses that might be optimized or eliminated. With Jupiter's beneficial influence, there's potential for a secondary income stream to develop from a hobby or side interest. Consider monetizing a skill or talent you've previously pursued solely for pleasure.